Hey everybody, welcome back to Raw Reactions. I'm S.A. Baz Collins here once again with that incredible co-host of mine.
Hey, this is Albert Nutlet.
So, Albert, I have a surprise for you for today's reaction.
Ooh.
Um, I'm going to take everyone back to the beginning of when we first started to do these reactions here on Raw. And there was a show that I eventually, it's a weird cat fur on my cat must be nuzzling this thing. It's got fur tangles going like this,
Oh my
like
God.
the big car salesman kind of thing.
Right, the fluffy thing.
Anyways, my back then I introduced Albert to a wonderful cast of characters and a wonderful writing style of the
Mm.
Palladinos in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Oh,
Well, Mrs. Maisel has wrapped up about 2 years ago. I think it was 2023 when they wrapped.
okay.
So we're still working our way to season 5. We
Hmm.
are in season 3 now. All of those are up on the Patreon, and they will be coming to YouTube shortly. Um, so they kind of went quiet, the Palladinos. They kind of went
Hmm.
quiet for a little bit, but now they are back, and
Oh,
they have a new show.
no way.
Yes, and the new show is called Etoile, which is a show
Star.
which is the show about the ballet world.
Oh
And
my God.
yes.
No way. Okay.
Yes. So, because all of this came out when we watched Billy Elliot after I took him through Tchaikovsky's life story and then the all gay Swan Lake, and then we watched Billy Elliot, there was part of it where I went, oh, wait, I need to introduce you to these set of characters because they're really kind of really well written. It's a great ensemble cast. Well, they had a show before, they had two shows actually before Etoile, which was Gilmore Girls, which ran for 7 seasons. And they also had Bunheads. And Bunheads was only 1 season long. It got canceled after the first season, but it was their first foray into writing about the world of ballet. And it was a really good show. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. It was beautifully written, just like, all of the other stuff they've done.
Mhm.
But they decided to try it again. Only this time it's with two world-class ballet companies, the New York Met's Ballet and the Paris Ballet, the
Oh.
Ballet National. So we're going to have two storylines, and they pulled out all the stops. You are when everything is location, location, location. It is all in New York, and when they go to
Oh
Paris, they are
my
all in Paris. So it is really fantastic. It's again beautifully written, and I think the interesting thing is Albert is going to see a lot of faces that he will know from the Maisel world
God.
that the actors
Ooh.
are in this world.
Oh
So,
my God.
yeah, so we're going to surprise Albert and do the first 2 episodes of Etoile today. So, here we go with the very first episode. You ready?
Oh yeah, let's go. Oh my God, this is such a wonderful
Yeah,
surprise.
I figured you'd like it.
Oh my God, I can't wait. I've heard, I mean, we watched the thing about the ballet world, but I know
Right?
it's pretty,
Yeah.
pretty, pretty tough.
Yes, it's
Like if you want
very
to
tough.
be like the best
And since I
ballerina or
come in
whatever.
from the opera world, every opera has a ballet section. So I always had ballet dancers around me.
Mm.
And my gay bestie of 40 plus years, he is a ballet dancer. So, I have
Mm.
real close connections to this world.
Wow.
Um, but yeah.
Tchaikovsky or Aaron Copland?
Tchaikovsky, no question.
No. Copeland was from Brooklyn. He learned to fight in the streets. He could totally take Tchaikovsky.
But Tchaikovsky had that Russian thing going. Upper body strength. What?
Who has syphilis? Tchaikovsky. He was dripping with syphilis. Tchaikovsky didn't have syphilis.
Really?
I'm pretty sure he did. Didn't they all
He had consumption.
Mm.
Schubert had syphilis.
Schumann had syphilis too.
And Paganini. So much syphilis.
That guy there is from Gilmore Girls.
Okay.
Syphilis. Nicholas, you went to school with Tchaikovsky. Did he or did he not have syphilis?
You went to school with Tchaikovsky.
I know, I know. Oh God.
My husband and I love this show because it is we know so many people like the characters in this world.
Okay. I imagine lots of ginormous egos or something.
Mhm.
That's really weird.
So, yes, but the thing is, it's not really, when you really peel it back, it's not all about the ego. I mean,
Uh-huh.
ego does play a factor in it, but it's like I explained in Billy Elliot and with the Swan Lake.
Mhm.
It's the art form is so restrictive. You have to do things a certain way. There's a lot of structure in ballet and opera and classical music. So the techniques are so ingrained and so precise that I think it brings out the crazy in those who perform it, because our art form is so limiting. If we go outside that box, it's really, really frowned upon. So I
Okay.
tend to think that's why a lot of these classical artists have big personalities,
Okay. Okay.
because
That
their
makes
art
sense.
form is hemmed in.
She was dancing before, right? Or was
Oh, that
it
was
her
her mom.
mom?
That was her mom who was talking to her.
Right,
She's
right.
the cleaner of the.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now you see how her daughter gets the
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
classes.
her daughter must. Oh, and she tapes the classes for her daughter to watch. That's lovely. Also dangerous if she gets caught.
Uh-huh.
Are they growing legs and walking out on their own? What's happening?
Hard to say.
Not that hard. They're going in purses, pockets.
They're being stolen.
Not necessarily. There's some
Stolen,
breakage.
absolutely.
They're stolen.
After a party at Ainsley Purdue's house, she has a set of 6. We don't sell these, Jack.
I know.
I mean, in a way, it's kind of flattering.
So what do we do? Frisk these old ladies? If they
No.
Oh, I really
We
don't.
need another 100.
Another 100.
And they're 110 each.
110. Who's doing the etching? They got.
Wow.
It's the etching. The etching is...
Okay.
The price of being an A-list house.
I mean, sure. Wow. Who steals glasses?
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Okay, sure.
And the thing I love.
Hmm.
Oh, wait, did I freeze?
Yes, you froze.
Alicia's a bullet. She just gets stronger.
I think I'm not going to like him very much, which is hard for me because I liked his other character so much. Well, I don't know. It seems like he's
He's very high strung
kind of a bully. Yeah, well, let's see.
because he's got a lot on his shoulders. I mean, this is a multi-million-dollar
Alicia's a
house.
bullet. She just gets stronger every day.
Is he the director of the
Yes,
ballet company? Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
he's the artistic director.
Feature her opening night premiere.
So it's up to him to get the donors. It's up to him to manage all of the contracts.
Oof.
I say let's.
Jack, you read Arts and Leisure yet?
Should I? Despite promising stars and well-placed intentions, the reimagined piece proved low on actual imagination. That's just me.
Ooh.
Jack,
Hi, Alicia. Congrats on the baby.
so excited.
Reviews don't.
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure they don't.
Last night was fun.
Loud. Fucking loud.
Loud. Yes, they do play the music quite loud.
The black guy there was in Gilmore Girls, and
Okay.
everybody suspected his character was gay, but it didn't get revealed until the very last episode.
And was he?
Yeah.
My team and I
Oh.
flew all the way from Paris to drink
So it's
vodka
lovely
down
to see him
Goldberg
back
and
in this
dance to
show.
DJ Foamhead.
I love him.
You're in trouble.
What?
Your company is in trouble.
No, it's not.
Why?
Yes, it is.
Mine is too. The audience is dead and dying, so's the funding. I've got union issues.
You're French.
Then there was the mighty reign of King COVID.
I've got long COVID.
Our dancers sat idle for months, losing muscle mass and fucking and eating.
Oh my God.
Minded. How many for you?
6.
Face the facts, Jack. A lot of our dancers have abandoned toe shoes for TikTok. The dressing rooms are filled with screaming babies and asshole rescue dogs. A generation of young people was lost. The pipeline is ruined. The seats are empty.
Not ours.
No, that's right. Once we closed off the balconies, the house filled right up.
We have to.
Yeah, but you closed the balcony.
Yours?
The best price seats.
Exactly, the fancy.
Shopping block.
Okay, fine. Big talk. What do we do?
I propose a swap. We trade our top talent. Yours for ours.
Wait a minute.
So what?
Cautiously intrigued.
Launch a massive transatlantic marketing campaign to bring the audience back to us. Get people interested in dance again. Put fresh faces out there. Maybe do a documentary or a reality show about the swap. Do you like pink?
The color?
That is a good idea, actually, yeah.
You're kidding me, right?
We don't joke about pink.
Okay, back up. Back up.
Wait, really pink?
Yeah,
Wow.
to host it.
If, and I say if, we were in that much trouble, how in the world would we pay for this massive transatlantic market?
That guy fell asleep.
Counterintuitive. C'est contre-intuitif.
Your accent is terrible.
Do you have any idea what marketing costs cost in New York City?
Cost.
What costs costs? Costs cost.
Why do you keep saying it twice?
You know what I'm saying.
My company's in Paris, Jack, not Poop Town.
Poop Town.
I know what marketing costs cost, but I've secured the financing for both of us.
Oh, really? How? Hello. What a glorious day to be meeting.
Remember him from Maurice?
Hot dog out in the park. It was.
He was the teacher on the beach who
vaguely.
drew the vagina and the penis in the sand.
Oh,
That's him.
Uh-huh.
Hear this directly from me. Hello, Jack.
No.
Hi.
Improved immensely. So, this swap, brilliant idea. And oh, dear Geneviève, vous êtes aussi intelligente que belle, ma chère. And it's true. I will sponsor the whole thing. Travel, lodging, point shoes, pink, the entire marketing campaign, all and any publicity. And I will even go beyond that and pay for all capital improvements on your facilities.
We don't need capital improvements.
Wow.
You do.
How did you get in here? You're not allowed in the building.
Jack. I've tried
Why?
working with you in the past. You've turned down all the many, many contributions I've offered you. You were quite dismissive, in fact. I'm not used to that. But as they say, all water under the bridge. What's in front of us is all that matters, so you can go ahead and tell them to etch those champagne flutes and double the order.
Oh.
This art form will survive.
Okay.
Prosper. I'll make sure of it.
Philanthropist or evil guy? Question mark.
If Jack is reacting that strongly to him, I'm guessing the latter.
There's something there, obviously, but we don't know.
Sorry, did I miss something?
Crispin Chambly.
It was the only way, Jack.
You befriended the devil and you brought him into my house.
He's not my friend. He's my boss.
Don't let the
My purse.
I'm so cuddly. I ate a hot dog and it was scrumdiddlyumptious demeanor fool you. Manufacture weapons and sells them to God knows who. That man is a friend.
Oh, he's a weapons manufacturer. Okay.
Well, none of us are perfect.
That man
Gross.
delivered the eulogy at Rush Limbaugh's funeral. That man rapes soil. He's a soil raper. That man is Beelzebub.
Yes, that's all true, and ballet needs his money.
Blood money.
Yes.
Blood money.
Why are you doing this? Cold cocking me in front of my staff.
Because if I had suggested the idea in an email, you would have said no.
Is this because of our thing? Is that it?
I think
Notre aventure.
Ooh, they had a thing?
Are you punishing me for that?
no.
You broke up your marriage.
I never really liked that husband.
Wow. Oh,
Thank you for thinking
harsh.
about my company, Geneviève, but I want no part of this. You wasted your time.
Jack.
But you need help arranging travel back to Paris? No? Good. Have a safe trip.
Jack.
Something tells me he'll say yes anyway, but...
And
Oh,
I love that they hired real dancers.
you can tell.
These are not actors pretending to be dancers.
Yeah.
This is the real deal.
I mean, I saw a lady lift up her leg like in a way that it's not possible for a normal person to do. So yeah.
Hello? They're supposedly back ordered. Guess they got the order in late.
Why don't they do like a reality series around that little girl who's so passionate about ballet?
You'll
Like
see.
she is like
Hold
the
that
perfect
thought. Put a
focus.
pin in it.
Okay.
Open to the world.
Oh, the little girl.
This is the ballet school.
Silly face, and silly walk, and silly face. That's it. Dancing is
That looks fun.
expression is openness. Now fall back, get little, be little, be little. It's Mr. Jack. Oh no! Look at that face.
Oh no.
Serious face. Attack! No, attack! No!
It's custom made.
My tailor, he's scarier than my lawyer.
The face is gone! The battle is won! Fall back! Fall back! And now
Aw.
join hands and stand far away from each other without losing contact. There is plenty of time to be serious, but to dance is to play.
Because they're going to take the guy's money.
Of course. So suddenly, everything's okay, but at a cost.
Yes, let's begin.
This is so exciting. Don't mind me. I'm just here to listen. But thank you so much.
Donors never just listen.
So,
Mm.
first.
I say ladies go first.
No, I do.
Why? Why do you go first?
Because this is my house. And I graciously consented to this idea, and I insist on going first.
Fine.
I have a name. And this is a demand.
Yes?
You know we need a strong male principal dancer.
Definitely.
Someone charismatic who can sell tickets and is tall enough to partner Julie. You're gonna hate me.
My God, just say the name, Jack.
I want Antoine Guillaume.
And I love that you get to see who they're talking about.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wait, what?
He's all yours.
Great! No, why'd you agree so quickly?
Because I'm a guest in your house and I'm being polite.
Is he injured? Tell me if he's injured. What did he pull?
Jack, you asked and I graciously consented. Now say thank you, take the victory, and let's move on.
One down. Terrific.
Now it's my turn. I want Anna.
Anna.
You're about to promote her to soloist, yes?
Yes.
Maybe.
Give her to us. Let us promote her. It'll be a good story.
Yes, that would be a wonderful story. Very good, Genevieve. Smart.
I want to stick a pin in this.
What does that mean, to stick a pin in her?
Like a voodoo doll?
No, just stick a pin in her, set her aside, and let's see where we go from here.
Yes, like a voodoo doll.
Too quickly.
Oh, you're impossible.
I have another name. And this one...
My turn.
Wow.
Very well here.
I need a
Uh-huh.
choreographer. Someone young, new, exciting. And you've got one. Someone I'd like to stick a pin into.
Well, that's not the correct use of the phrase.
We want Tobias Bell.
Okay. This guy is the choreographer. He is actually in Mrs. Maisel. You just haven't run into him yet.
Okay.
Stop.
Swoop down, duck, duck, swish, push, shoo. Beetle move, kite up with full extension. Understand?
I think so.
Okay.
Tobias, can I
What?
try landing on my left foot instead of the right? You know, after the sh and before the beetle move?
Doesn't make it better.
Can I just show you?
Okay.
Okay. Wow. What a diva. Okay.
Is he coming back?
No.
Again, the art form is so restrictive. This is why we're seen as really, really fucking bizarre. But I love every single one of these people. I love them so much because they make life interesting. I
Okay.
will always take classical artists over anybody else because I know how amazing they are.
Really fine. star on the rise. Brava.
Hold it. We raised him from a pup.
Applauding emojis.
We need him.
I guess Paris is coming up short on developing decent choreographers.
Oh, fuck you.
Attends, qu'est-ce qu'il a dit là? We're sticking a pin in this one too.
What is it with you and your bloody pen?
Nicholas, you know you can spare him for me. You've got a new piece from him ready to go. We want his next one.
Maybe. Whoa, Sonny Corleone, never tell anybody outside the family what you're thinking.
Give him to me.
Why? You got the hots for him, Genevieve? Is that why you're so dead set on Tobias?
If I did, I wouldn't tell you. I'd tell him and he'd be mine.
My God, the arrogance. Are you hearing this?
I'm not sure. I'm still rather deaf from that music last night.
We're getting very far.
Oh.
Chance.
Fine.
Okay. We've hit a wall. You're tired. I am too. I tell you what, let's switch back to emeralds. Got anything left?
I'm out of gas. I'll do it. If you need someone to fill in for now.
You know her part?
I know everyone's part.
Ooh.
Well, I say
Oh, if you tell me we're sticking a pin in her, I'm going to rip your fucking head off.
do that! Crispin, you've employed assassins. You put me out of my misery, too. I'll stand by my picture window tonight and give you a clean shot.
Wouldn't it be lovely if this were your job to do things like this?
This is so much tension. Everything is so high stakes. But the swap isn't permanent, right? It's just
No,
like
it's to revitalize, because as they said, and they will repeat again, COVID did a number on all of the arts. Broadway was down even as things started to come back up. It was very slow climbing. So they're all in a panic. We need to do what we can to bring people back. So this is a huge marketing thing to do that.
Yeah.
This is probably a Zitz probe.
Ooh.
Which is where they work out all the technical details while they're rehearsing.
How much money are they spending? Like within the school world, like, do they have like rehearsals with live music just like going on?
Well, when they get to
randomly?
this stage, they do, because the Zitz probe and the technical are all about fixing all the technical things as it will be performed. So the orchestra shows up, everybody's there to put it all together. Until then, you're doing like you see in the dance rehearsal studios where it's with the pianist who plays it.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. Okay.
But the fact that the house is not full, that already signals to me this is a Zitz probe. Hey everybody, hope you're enjoying our reaction. Just to let you know, we do have full reactions completely unedited up on our Patreon platform. That's patreon.com/wrotepodcast. And starting in 2025, we'll even have new exclusive content that'll just be for our Patreon followers. So please check that out. And now, back to the reaction.
Is this supposed to be him? No, wait.
No.
Okay.
He's seeing this girl perform, but it was an Oriental girl in the beginning, and now it's her. So he's thinking of something as an ask.
Okay, sure. This ballerina. Okay, sure.
This is getting really interesting.
I want Cheyenne.
That is preposterous.
She's our biggest star.
I know. She is
Etoile.
poetry in motion.
Okay.
Mr. Thomas Dolby.
A national treasure.
Non, tu peux pas avoir Cheyenne. She's on our postage stamps.
I've licked the stamps.
Don't make it weird.
I've licked this.
Oh.
I don't.
When she guested with your company, you threatened to deport her.
But I didn't, and she sold tickets.
Full price tickets. Absolutely not.
Tobias, and you give me Cheyenne.
I'll give them back. Take them. I don't want them.
Okay, Guillaume.
You can't have Cheyenne.
So the whole deal's off. Is that what you're saying?
No. Yes. Yes.
No, Geneviève. You cannot derail these talks. We're too far in.
Il demande la lune.
Et vous lui donnerez la lune, ma chère, parce que l'homme sommes tout à fait catégoriques.
I missed 2 or 3 words there, but I think I agree.
You must see it from Jack's point of view. What he's asking for is not unreasonable. After all, what's the poor man got? A dancer with hip problems, an alcoholic ballerina, and a deaf conductor.
What?
What?
Geneviève, this deal must.
Oh my God.
I have stories to tell you about all of that when we get to the end.
Uh-huh.
Good. Get into the details.
Wink.
Send me the bill. Thank you, everyone.
What's his angle? Weird.
Oh, it becomes apparent later.
It's like a money laundering thing, maybe?
That's the ballerina.
They are cutting the nets too soon.
Cheyenne.
Uh-huh.
This war, no?
Just focus on the nets.
But they will get more nets. We need to stop the boats. We need to stop this motherfucking criminal bastard.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Find a man overboard. What the fuck?
I think it does.
Captain! Jasper's overboard! Oh, shit!
Who cares? Leave him!
We're not leaving him, and you are not in charge!
He's too stupid to not fall off a boat. That's Darwin's saying, don't take an idiot like Jasper on the boat.
What is wrong with you? Is that a harpoon? What is she doing?
Over there!
Take a break? Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize it was swing dance lesson time on the leader deck. They are breaking laws.
Whoa.
Animals. Do you hear me?
Yes! Because you're yelling!
Wait, is it an environmental ship or something? Kind of like Greenpeace or something? What's happening?
Harpoons.
They're like Greenpeace. They're going after...
Yeah, uh-huh. I surmised.
She's fucking nuts.
What kind of eco-warriors are you people?
Uh-huh, yeah.
She's French.
Wow, that was...
Vous êtes en état d'arrestation.
Oops.
Main dans le dos, s'il vous plaît.
J'y crois pas, il porte plainte contre moi, le bateau de pêche illégal, parce que j'ai balancé quelques fruits.
Les mains dans le dos, s'il vous plaît.
Vous savez, il y avait tout un équipage à bord avec moi. Il manquait que Jasper.
Justement, c'est votre équipage qui a porté plainte contre vous. Des armes, des harpons, des torpilles.
Bah, on a essayé d'envoyer des bonbons et des fleurs, mais ça a pas marché.
C'est vrai?
Mais non, évidemment que non.
You think you're unsafe now? I'm going to hire my own boat and use it to ram your boat. Send her! You coward! You cheating, sniveling coward!
Charge-le avant de me le rendre cette fois. Ouais.
That is weird and it reminds me of Silence of the Lambs, but okay.
Ouais.
Ouais, c'est moi, je suis à Marseille, j'ai été arrêtée.
Encore?
Ouais, encore, j'ai besoin que tu
Encore?
J'en ai pas ici.
Sous ton matelas, dans tes oreillers.
Non.
Dans la théière, sous le faire de droite.
Non.
Sous le faire de gauche, dans ton soutien-gorge du dimanche.
Ça, c'est pour les urgences. Viens te chercher du fric à la banque.
Merci, maman.
Au fait, il y a des tutus qui te cherchent.
Ah bon? Pourquoi? Allô?
Diva comes to mind.
Of course. Wow. She's really intense.
She smells like the war.
I can imagine. Ew.
Excuse me. Oh.
Snake. Oh my god. Snake with rattles and fangs. Like the Bible in a tree. And then suddenly, here's some fruit. Enjoy it on your way to America.
Oh, it's not America, it's New York. Please sit. Let us talk.
Far away.
It's wonderful. What should we talk about? About how you fired me?
I didn't fire you.
I saved your pathetic write-off string. Go off for 2 weeks and come back fired.
You didn't save it, and I didn't fire you.
He wanted it cheerier. Write-off spring.
He never said cheerier, Cheyenne. He just changed the costumes.
Fluffy skirts, like the can-can.
Does this fucking window not open?
It does not.
Write-off spring is about human sacrifice. You don't carry out a human sacrifice in a fluffy skirt.
And you refused to
Okay.
wear a skirt. You exchanged it for a t-shirt with a cat giving the finger.
And that's why you're firing me?
A cat giving the finger.
While you were gone.
All these years I am here, I gave up everything, family, children.
Oh, you hate children!
Because they are trained on the world and are boring to talk to. But that doesn't mean I did not give them up.
Okay.
Ignore my smell, just breathe through your mouth.
Je suis là.
Va faire le boulot. Gabin.
T'as l'air surprise. Excité? Extatique? Super. Maintenant, on va parler de comment...
He's one half of the queer couple that will develop.
Okay.
Ils veulent pas de toi, c'est l'Amérique, ils en ont plein des petits cons prétentieux.
Gabin.
Tu m'as fait intégrer cette compagnie parce que je suis exceptionnel. Alors, à quel moment je vais avoir le droit d'être exceptionnel?
Moi, je te trouve exceptionnel à chaque fois que tu ouvres la bouche.
Tu pues encore plus que d'habitude.
J'y vais pas.
Moi, j'y vais.
Toi, t'y vas pas.
Les gens disent qu'ils n'ont pas vu un tel talent depuis Baryshnikov.
Personne n'a jamais dit ça.
La danse classique t'a beaucoup apporté. Non, j'ai beaucoup apporté à la danse.
On en a besoin.
Oh.
La compagnie en a besoin. La danse en a besoin.
J'étouffe ici.
Eh ben, t'as qu'à ouvrir cette fenêtre de merde.
Send him, send
Impossible Jack hates me. Many people hate you. He asked for you. He insisted.
Je t'emmerde en long, en large et en travers.
It's a year, Cheyenne. 1 year.
They're going to make me do Stars and Stripes.
They probably will. And you'll have to do it. And the Nutcracker. And you'll have to go to the galas and the donor parties. And you're going to have to teach a masterclass.
Oh, no.
And you're going to have to participate in the marketing campaign.
What?
What are the specials today? I have no smaller bills.
Cheyenne, wait. Cheyenne.
Parfait. Maintenant qu'elle est partie, je peux te montrer ce qu'il me faut faire dans mon dernier rôle. Disons que ça, c'est un pichet de vin. Fascinant, non?
Wow, very cool. Oh my God, it's like she's lighting up really cool. Wow. Is she barefoot?
No, she's in toe shoes.
Okay, okay. Oh, her mom.
D'accord.
Sure. Is her mother an inventor? I think she's some sort of inventor, yes. Our crazy choreographer. With a shameless plug for the Apple earphones, but okay.
Whoa, why are you coming so close to me?
Sorry, Tobias.
You have the whole room to dance in. You don't have to aim it right at me.
Won't do it again, Tobias.
Can't hear you, just don't do it again. Stop. Everybody stop.
Just come find us when you take a break.
He doesn't take breaks?
Well, when you're done.
Tell me now.
I'll tell you when your rehearsal's over.
I can't rehearse until you tell me.
Please, just tell him. It can wait.
I won't do anything else until you tell me what it is. I will just stand here for hours.
How about in the hall?
Why?
Do you want to ask the dancers to step into the hall?
Now everybody wants to know. Why is there...
I mean, I don't know if you're dying, but you look very healthy. Are you dying?
I don't know. I don't know why you want to talk to me. I don't know if I'm dying. I don't know why Julie aims right for me every time she does at Jeté. There are many things I don't know, Jack.
Le Ballet National has specifically requested you as part of the swap to go
away
to Paris.
I think he needs to dance in traffic a little more to process what he just heard.
Is he coming back?
I love they're doing a punk rock version of the Mary Tyler Moore Show's theme song. Show in the 1970s. Passenger driver, I love it.
Yep.
You missed your car.
They pollute.
I thought maybe you'd been abducted by aliens.
I wasn't.
There was a whole welcoming presentation awaiting you. All the young girls from the school were lined up to meet you. They had a special dance plan for you. They were so excited.
Oh, well, they know.
They stood out here for 2 hours. They had to go back to school. Half of them were crying.
They'll toughen up, or they'll quit, one or the other. I need a toilet.
Stop walking away from me.
Are you serious?
I'm talking to you.
Get the fuck out of the ladies' room, Jack.
It's gender neutral. Read the signs.
No.
Cheyenne, come on.
You're being ridiculous.
Cheyenne, stop it. Use the bathroom.
Palladinos have lost none of their writing verve.
Dizzying dialogue.
Welcome back to New York, Miss.
Why am I here?
You know why.
You don't need me here. You don't want me here. I was very happy where I was.
You're never happy anywhere.
My life.
See, this is why I thought we should have a phone call to discuss.
I don't need a phone call. I'm standing right here. I want to know why you insisted that I come here, to this place, with the blinding light everywhere. Why is there so much light? You think these are such wonderful people to look at? The plane uses 4 liters of fuel every second, Jack. Every second, and now that's on my head.
Okay. But she did go. She could have said no. So she's
Not
complaining
if she's
a
under
lot,
contract,
then.
she can't.
Oh.
I have approval over all my pieces.
You have consultation and right of refusal, yes.
No approval.
Right of refusal, it's the same thing.
Says who?
Your lawyer,
What lawyer?
Ben. Ben Fried.
He's a lawyer?
What did you think he was?
I don't know. He always wanted me a cappuccino. I thought he was the cappuccino man.
He's been negotiating on your behalf for a week. He's killing us over the parking space.
I don't drive.
You should tell him that.
I don't know how much is left in me, Jack. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now.
Well, while you figure it out, be here. Change of pace, new faces.
I don't need new faces.
What do you need?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what you said, you didn't know where you needed to be, so.
Mhm.
I'm in the right part.
I know you hate the bullshit. Let me deal with the bullshit. You just dance. Do what you love.
Does she love it, though?
No, but it's who I am, so there is no choice.
There is a point in every artist's journey where, as with anything in life, it starts to become a grind. But you know you're good at it. And it is who you are. And you kind of just surrender to it because what you do.
Well,
Theater should be a sacred space. When you walk in here, it should feel like church.
Church, okay.
I'm going to redo everything, make it more La Scala, less Oddfellows Hall.
Does Jack know about this? Because, you know, he just brought us in to put some shelves in the storage closet.
I'll handle Jack. You just click your heels together and get us out of Kansas. Cheyenne
Sure.
Toussaint, danseuse Etoile and queen of the Ballet National. Gentlemen, you should be aware that you are currently in the presence of greatness. You look wonderful.
Let's not pretend to be friends. It's beneath us.
You haven't softened any of those rough edges of yours, I see.
I didn't know you had anything to do with this. Jack never
Well.
invited you in the lobby of this place.
Well, he was doing himself a favor because that lobby is terrible. I'm fixing it, though. It'll be a marvel. I just Venmoed Santo Loquasto. But to answer your question, I'm here to make sure that this swap succeeds. In fact, I was very instrumental in getting you here.
You're a liar and a criminal.
Yes, but I also love a good Coppelia.
I must go.
But you're not entirely wrong in your feelings about me. I have done many things in my life of which I'm not proud. Well, no, that's not right. Actually, I'm very proud of them. But I know that I shouldn't be, so at least there's a little...
Oh, wow. Jesus, what a person.
However, when it comes to dance, there my love is pure.
And you think giving money to the ballet absolves you of your sins?
Well, my not? Certainly a lot more concrete than give me 5 Our Fathers and 10 Hail Marys.
You just like your name on buildings.
I like knowing that if my name is on a building, then this wonderful thing is still alive. If something bad goes to something good, it's sort of a wash, isn't it? You and I are very similar, Cheyenne.
No.
We're both exacting, determined, ruthless when we have to be. We know who we are, and we won't even try to change. We are pure. And I understand how isolating that can be. In fact, I may be the only person in the entire world who understands you.
He's not wholly wrong.
Yeah. Surprisingly insightful. She does seem like she needs a purpose.
Well, I am in my own way. I'm also the best at what I do, and to be the best, you have to be uncompromising, and that comes with guilt.
I have no guilt.
Really? Anthony Briggs never recovered from his time working with you. He was an up-and-coming young choreographer, the next big thing. And then, like in a dream, he got handed the greatest ballerina in the world to build a ballet around. And she fought him. She refused to do what he asked, and then she humiliated him.
She does feel a little bad about it. I'm surprised.
It was a terrible piece. He was a mediocre talent at best.
But all you had to do was the steps. That's it. You could have made them look wonderful, but you didn't. You did your own steps, and you let everyone know it. You let everyone know that Anthony was a fraud. And he's never attempted to choreograph anything ever again, has he?
No. He runs a yogurt stand in Barbados.
Well, that's just as good as being a celebrated choreographer. Being an artist isn't generous. It isn't kind. Therefore, sometimes we have to do penance to keep our humanity from floating out into the ether. Be helpful to other people. And if we do that, then maybe someday the angel will overtake the devil, and we'll finally be able to find our place in this world.
What was she saying? She didn't know where she should be. I like that they wrote that character.
One of my boats you attacked the other day.
Well,
We'll talk about that some other time, shall we?
fascinating conversation between these two.
Yeah, and it's interesting that they gave that speech to him, because you see how some of these really awful people have figured out how to rationalize it so they can sleep at night.
Gross. Yeah. I hope Cheyenne runs into the little girl and they become friends or something. That would be awesome. Because
maybe you should write for this show.
Because it would rekindle that spark, like seeing that passion. Oh, there she is. Okay, there we go. Yeah, exactly. I was thinking that's what she needs. Someone who isn't as privileged as all the other dancers, but still
has the talent and the drive.
Yes. And works for it.
Yeah.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
This is Josie's class. How did you get this? What are you doing here in the middle of the night? Are you in the school here?
No.
What?
No.
How did you get that?
My mother got it for me.
Who is your mother? She dances here?
She's the cleaning lady.
So this is stolen.
The phone?
The footage.
Mhm.
Where do you study?
Nowhere.
Nowhere. You came out of your mother's womb with feet like that.
My grandmother taught me some things when I was little.
You've never been to class?
No money for class.
But there's money for shoes.
Observant.
If I looked inside of them, would I see some other girl's name?
I always put them back when I'm done.
What's your name?
Susu. Am I in trouble?
Oh.
Meredith's classes are better. Tell your mother.
Lovely. I love that. Okay, I'm hooked. So many interesting characters, and everyone's neurotic, and it's incredible. Wow.
I got to an episode with my husband. I've not seen all of it.
Uh-huh.
I'm only halfway through.
Uh-huh.
But we were watching it, and there is a Billy Elliot moment in this series.
Oh, that's lovely.
So I just want to warn you that there is something coming in here. I know you're going to go, oh my God!
Okay, cool.
So, okay,
This is
so
fun.
thoughts?
I like it. It's that dizzying pace of dialogue with the running shots with the actors walking in front of the camera. I don't know how they do that. It's such an accomplishment. It's great, absolutely great. The cast is very interesting. Of course, I like Cheyenne a lot because I think something happened to her. Like why did she get like that, you know? So
And there's
it's
something
gonna be
about her and
interesting.
Jack.
Hmm. Right, when she was there, like I don't know, something up, who knows? And all the other people. I wouldn't like I don't know if we're gonna see like the ones in France as much, maybe, because the focus seems to be more on the ones that are like in the States, but I don't know. It has a lot of potential, and it's obviously not as funny as Mrs. Maisel, but it's there. Like the humor is there.
Yeah,
It's
the
just
humor is there.
it's much more acid and incisive, and it's really great.
I also love because since I've given you a primer on the ballet world with the other things we've watched, that you're able probably to appreciate this more from
Mm.
what you've been exposed to before and
Yeah.
seeing how some of that works. And to notice, I don't know if you were paying attention, but females,
Oh, you
males.
mentioned that. Yeah, that's right. I need to pay more attention to that. Yeah, no, I totally forgot. Right.
So, there are things that I think are going to come back to you as we get into
Mhm.
this. One of the things I will say, being in opera, and as I said, I was around ballet dancers because every opera has a ballet.
Mhm.
Literally every opera has a ballet. It is, well, at least all the ones I've done. The thing about the arts is the political state of the arts is that you're constantly grinding for donations,
Oh.
constantly.
Mhm.
Because the budgets are astronomical. I know when I performed with the San Diego Opera,
Mhm.
we did Aida, and every season in one performance throughout the season, there will be one performance where the artistic director will come out and speak to the audience.
Mhm.
And it's usually during the intermission before we go to full intermission.
Mhm.
And he'll come out and talk to the audience, talk to donors or potential donors that are in the audience, season holders, and he will explain why the budgets are so large to put on these massive shows.
Mhm.
And by way of explaining that, as he's saying this, the curtain goes up and all the performers are on the stage
Mhm.
and all of the admin staff,
Ooh.
all of the conductors and
The
musicians, they come
musicians,
out of
yeah.
the pit and you see a conglomerate of about 500 people, all of the
Oh,
costumers, all of the
goodness.
designers, all the set dressers.
Uh-huh.
And so you see literally this
Wow.
swath of people on stage that it takes to put on a show. And when you see that, you begin to go, oh, okay, I get it. I get why the ticket prices are this high. I get why, all because the spectacle of it and the grandeur of it demands that you can only do it this way. It's not something you can phone in or have a bunch of people stand and just sing this stuff. You go to the opera and you go to ballet and you go to symphonies because you know what you're going to get. And if you don't deliver on that, then that's to your company's own detriment. You have to deliver. The other thing I will say that I think is, and you we'll get to it at a certain point. I think it's episode 3 or 4 when it happens. There are only 8 episodes in this season, but there is a point where they have a donors function. And donors functions are always the bane of the company's existence because that means you got to go out and sing or perform for your dinner. You have to be there mingling and you have to schmooze the donors and you have to take pictures and it's all part of the politics of doing the show. You have to sell the company. And that's the thing. That's why people, when they talk about, being in the arts, but realize it's called show business. The word business is the driving factor in all the arts. And that's the part that people don't, they think, they see all the glamour and glitz of being in the arts. But what they don't see is all the shit you have to do to keep the money rolling so you can do the things that will keep the money rolling, So, it's really, it is a very, very arduous thing. So it's funny when I asked you earlier when you saw Jack running out of a conversation and a negotiation that I asked you, I said, wouldn't this be great if this was your job? It's tough. It's real, even if you're not on the stage. There was a secret. Here's just to explain how complex it is. When Genevieve says that she had union issues. Okay. We were told, this is when I did a season where we did Cavalleria Rusticana and Pagliacci, which are 2 one-act operas, and they're usually performed together. And I did that with Jose Cura and Ricky Leach, Leach, I think it is, played the lead in Cavalleria Rusticana. But we have the whole thing with unions is you have to be very mindful of so not on top, not just the performance and you're performing, you have to be aware of all the rules in play. We were told not to practice any of our music with our own private teachers or coaches or whatever, because we were being paid by the union to be at those rehearsals. That's where you learn the work. That's where you learn what you're going to be doing. So they didn't want you doing any of that outside on your own. So there are rules like that. There was a point where we were doing in the middle of Pagliacci, and Jose Cura, who got to know my granddaughter very well, he just adored her. And I have pictures of that, and I'll put them up here for people to see him with her. And he was so generous, so loving, such a wonderful, wonderful, I mean, top of his operatic game. I mean, this guy's a big name in opera. And he was backstage. We were standing there and we're about to go on. And I happened to look down and his shoes were one of his shoes on his right foot was untied. And we both stood there and stared at each other. We both knew what it was, but neither of us could do anything about it without calling a costumer over, because of the union rules that you can't touch the costumes in that way. Like a performer cannot do something in the costume that's not like part of, since we were backstage in the wings ready to go on, we had to have the stage manager call for a costumer to come racing onto the stage to tie his shoelace, because I was prevented, even though I'm the one who saw it, I'm the one who drew his attention to it, I couldn't touch the shoe.
That is fascinating and needlessly draconian.
It is just There's so much, and that's why these people are fucking nuts. 'Cause there's so much in the arts that you are prohibited from,
Oh
and
my
you have to be
God.
constricted.
Uh-huh.
You kind of go a little batshit cray cray.
Oh my God. Oh,
So
it's like,
anytime you see classical singers or
mhm,
classical performers, just give
mhm,
them their due. Let them be as wacky and flaky as they are, because trust me, what they're dealing with is so rigid, so constructed. It
mhm.
is literally, you have so many rules going on that of how you behave, how you act, the
Uh-huh.
hierarchy of performers, who you can talk to, who you shouldn't talk to. It's just, it's
Uh-huh.
crazy. It's crazy, crazy,
Wow.
crazy. So
Lovely.
everybody, put that in your bonnet and keep that in the back of your mind as you watch us through these reactions that we give. My husband and I have never smiled and laughed as much as we have with this show, because my husband was a classical pianist who played with the Cleveland Orchestra under George Sell, and he comes from that world too. So we fully understand
Mm.
all of the things that are going on with this. And it's just, it makes us smile because it's our world. It's what we grew up with. It's all we know. It's wonderful to see the Palladinos devote an entire show around this. And like I said, they did Bunheads, which was more about a ballet, like a local ballet school.
Mhm.
And that's what that show was about. And it's cute. It's really well done. And it has all the same kind of fast talking and all that kind of stuff,
Mhm.
which is, emblematic of the Palladinos. But this is definitely on a higher level. You can tell they have the
Mm.
budget. They can go
Yeah.
to these places and stuff. So anyways, everybody, hope you'll join us for this one. This is by far a labor of love for me. I absolutely love this world. I respect ballet dancers like you can imagine. I marvel at them. I just think the world of ballet dancers. And when I get to do operas and performances, I never miss being in the wings, even if I'm not on stage. I never
Mhm.
miss being in the wings to watch them when they perform and as they get ready to go on. And I'm just a huge fan. I'm a big fangirl of ballet dancers. And so, yeah. Anyways, that's it for this first episode of Etoile. So definitely, hopefully keep us in mind and come back for future episodes. You believe me, so much more is going to go on. Trust me, there's drama and fun to be had.
Oh my
So
God.
keep watching those movies with family and friends. And Albert and I will catch up again with you real soon. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, what's that? Closing time. The bums rush in melody, dear.